What's up everyone, Poseidon here and welcome back to Poseidon's Gaming. Today we'll be getting into the Banner Saga. It's a mostly story-driven game from my understanding and slightly turn-based. I'm not too familiar with it, I've never played it before, but seeing as it is a story-driven game with multiple outcomes due to choices, I kind of have to do it for this channel. I'm pretty excited about it. I don't know if any of you have played it. Maybe you have, just want to see it go, or maybe you're curious about the game. Either way, I hope you enjoy. And now, without further ado, let's get started. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern waste. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped. The sun. That's interesting.
Að sjá dreggjana á ferli neðanbor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Okay, here we go. And we're kidding about giants.
Komið skjótt! Komið í höfnina miklu! Skist ég leyfa oss að syngja?
Huh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Just plowing right through them. Alrighty, so here we go.
Engan eigi ég hlut að máli þessu.
Too bad I can't understand him. You've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. Use right stick to pan around your surroundings. Zoom in, right, left trigger. Portrait show, blah blah blah. Movement happens before action. The rising, or this ring shows your shield banger is active. Blue tiles random show where you can move. Okay. Some characters fill more tiles than others, blah blah blah. Horned allies are a race of giants called Varl. Okay. Take up 4 tiles each, while humans fill a single tile. Okay. Here we go, go ahead and move them. Oh, attack. Okay, here we go. You can choose to either attack the enemy's strength or break his armor. The numbers beneath each icon, 2 and 5, show the damage you do to that stat. Okay. We'll go straight for health. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by the break attack, blah blah blah. I think we'll be good for the straight attack. Yep, there we go. Nice. He's down. Each time you make a kill, your renown grows. Oh, used to improve characters. Okay. After taking action, your turn ends. Next up is the enemy. Okay, so it always alternates. Ah, you little bitch. Now it's your Warhawk's turn. Okay. Okay, use willpower to go to the Blah blah blah. Which is the willpower? Okay. There we go. Ooh, nice. Sweet. That made quick work of the chieftain's bodyguards. When there's only one enemy left, players enter pillage mode. During pillage, each character moves in order and there are no more guaranteed turns. Check the initiative to see how the order has changed. Your allies now get to move twice in a row. Sweet. There we go. Alrighty, job well done. The foe's lying dead at your feet. Well, crap. What's the point of that if you make it go by so quick? Can't read that.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade. Quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his lust. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Alrighty. This is turning out rather interesting so far. Chapter 1. Only the sun has stopped. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Eirik. Eirik, steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? It is. The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. What did you have in mind? Skullfings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Alrighty, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and make it to the docks. Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-face houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Had, I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Skullfing's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, Had. So when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try to kill you this time. They don't talk to me. I don't have the patience for this. Had sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Wait, just buy one of these. If everybody thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much? Just a little food money, yeah? You motion to Gunolf, your enormous bodyguard, who looms over the man like a snake over a mouse. Gods, Eric! Laying it on a bit heavy, don't you think? Where are the Scalfings? Noblemen, up by East Wall, but that was months ago, last I know. Had skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel. Disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Gunolf, were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, just bought 'em while you were walking around. Why? Looks good. I'm glad you care. Gunolf goes off to look at more stalls. Eric, that man of yours seems unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be Scalfing. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is Mead Hall. Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these scowls in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. Shouldn't we have an approach of some sort? What a luxury. Come on, you've already mopped up worse today. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remind him. You arrive in front of what must be noblemen. A few minutes later, Eric appears, with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard. I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? Let's get it over with. That's the spirit, says Valgard. Okay, here we go. Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of a table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken Scalfings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead steins in the process. That's a shame, that's a waste of good mead. Select a unit with the direction pads and use left, stick, and A to deploy them to any of the blue tiles. When all units are satisfactorily deployed, press Y to start battle. Okay, let's see here. Alright, let's go ahead and get this started. Actually, we'll go ahead and just move him right here. Stonewall. Maybe. Go ahead and give it a shot and see if he can still attack. Yes, he can. Okay. Okay, so he can attack. Go ahead and give it to him. Okay. And we'll go ahead and go to this one. See if he can attack. Yes, we can. There we go. Oh, shit. Nice, there we go. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Sweet, there we go. Oh shit, okay. Well, that wasn't too bad. Alright, another one down. See if we can't finish this guy off. Not even close. Oh, that was a bad decision there, lad. Let's see. Aw, I was hoping it would have got them all. See if he can finish him off. I doubt it. It was close, though. Nice. Stop hitting my green friend. There we go. Oh no, there's still one left. Holy shit, didn't even notice. No! They got our green friend! Okay, can't attack. Stonewall. Yay! Ooh, promote! Yay! Good job, everyone. Promotion tempered by blood. Ah, dadgummit, can't read it. Gunnulf's been injured. Oh no. At least he's alive, though. Alright, 9 renown. There they are. Gods be damned. I've got to go wash off this blood. Edric is looking out of the hall's window onto the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of bold reds and blues. One banner I know well, Wagner. Next for Varro kingship last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guest. See what I deal with all day long? Ah, things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guest arrived. Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor? What is it? If you happen to stall our guests down by the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Edric and Valgard hustle from the mead house. To his credit, Edric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. Wagner. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of Grovheim, abundant in purpose. Gods, Ubin, you're looking ancient. Comes with being old, and if there is Wagner, there must be Hakon. Must there? Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old Yorks? At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Durundir demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grovheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Arberang, in fact. And glad for it. Hakon motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering. Golden wolf head emblazoned on red, the king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son Ludin. Don't you know, Scrivener? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Then you're going to Grofheim. I have the distinct feeling I finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away, but... let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Mogir? Hakon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few. Others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Mogir. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagnir's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Alrighty, who do we want to talk to? We'll go chit-chat with Hakon. Sure he's willing to tell us more than the other guy was. Scrivener. You find Hakon in a mead house surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon? Wagnir's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Ha! Humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a Yoxfart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. It's not too late to start trying, Hakon. Hakon lets slip a low chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting his swath through Dredge at Wagnir's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here, I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the meat house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. Alright, I guess we'll go talk to the prince real quick. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Ludin. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Ludin. Yes, you're with Wagnir. I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Wagnir a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Ludin looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit. A Varl historian? Aha! Don't you already know? Your king and mine both have been particularly trumpeting it throughout the cities. I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Ludin takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, you aren't certain. Maybe both. A formality, mostly. Wagner came to our capital in Arberang, and now we go to the Varl's capital in Grofheim to cement this grand alliance for the next age of men and Varl. You sound unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's damned cold up here. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. Alrighty, now we'll just pop up to the Great Hall real quick. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers. All there, just as promised, to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Vognir is already here. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Malkir steps forward. Vognir's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. We're ready. You follow Malkir and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. Alrighty! Finally on our way. Oh no, I do like the artwork they did. It's pretty nice. Not as good as Okami's, but it is pretty nice. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Malkir, cracking open meat cask. From our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout camp. It's not often you get the chance to relax on the road. The odds of something happening to the treasure cart is low, especially in this company. So you take advantage. You rise groggily, the campsite a casualty of merriment. Mulger is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge Wagner. You're needed. Ah, it's Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grofheim? Ah, we're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. Well, now that we're here at the map, this seems as good a time as any to stop the video. I hope you've enjoyed so far. Let me know down in the comment section down below if you want to see any more of this. I plan on at least doing 3 episodes to see what y'all think. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode.